Welcome to our next tutorial on electric current. Starting from this tutorial, we will be discussing about the combination of resistances. Now, what does it mean by the word combination? Okay, we will discuss that little bit later. First, let us clarify one more term, what is meant by resistance. An electric lamp which you use every day can be called as a resistance. Anything that provides resistance to flow of current can be called as a resistance, but commonly we can call lamp as a resistance, an electric heater as a resistance, an electric iron as a resistance. Your electric water heater can be called as a resistance. Of course, in many electric and electronic circuits, we specifically apply resistance itself, which does not serve any purpose other than providing resistance. You will see lot of such resistances when you open your radio or open your television set. They have specific color codes. But let us first discuss that what is now let us discuss what is meant by combination of resistance. Okay, let me pull a new board. Okay, now when there are two or more resistances in an electric circuit, we can connect them end to end. That means one resistance is holding hand of another resistance. They are connected end to end, or they can be connected in parallel, and of course they can be connected mixed in both end to end and parallel. Okay, but even if it is connected end to end parallel, it can be simplified as either a series or a parallel. Okay, that we can do. So when the resistances are connected end to end, we call it as a series. Now let us see what is the symbol of a resistance. Let us recollect. We discussed this in one of our earlier tutorial. Now, when resistances are connected end to end or in series, like say two resistances R1 and R2, this is how they are connected in series. Then how they will look like when they are connected in parallel? Let us draw it in a new board. Suppose we have two resistances R1 and R2. This is resistance 1, that is R1, and this is resistance 2 called R2. This is how they will look when they are connected in parallel. Now you can see a very clear distinction between a series connection and a parallel connection, and this is how the current will flow. The moment it comes to the junction, current will divide between the two resistances, and we will see later that there is a huge difference the way electric circuit behaves when resistances are connected in series compared to when resistances are connected in parallel. Now it is not that only two resistances can be connected in series or in parallel. You can connect any number of resistances in series or in parallel, or combination if you like. But remember, even when you use combination, they can be simplified either as a series or in parallel. So the electrical circuits behave in a different way when resistances are connected in series or in parallel, and we can have any number of resistances in series or in parallel. Now let us try to draw when more than two resistances are connected in series and when more than two resistances are connected in parallel. Let me pull a new board. this is how when more than two resistances are connected in series. Now in this diagram we have drawn four resistances in series along with the battery which is providing the current flow, which is responsible for the current flow. So battery having the voltage of B, with a battery voltage of V, and this is the four resistances R1, R2, R3 and R4, and this is the direction of current flow from positive to negative. That is the conventional way of electric current flow. So here four resistances in series. Now let us see if four resistances are connected in parallel, how to draw this. This is resistance 1, resistance 2, resistance 3, and this is resistance 4, this is how the battery is drawn. I hope by now you are quite comfortable with these symbols of battery, resistances and wires and keys, etc. And this is the direction of current flow from positive to negative, and these are the four resistances. Now here you have to see one thing which is a different from series connection. The flow of electric current is divided into four different resistances the moment it comes to the junction. The electric current is divided in among four resistances, and if there are more than four, it will divide into that many number of resistances. So here there is a big difference between the behavior of the electric circuit when resistances are connected in series compared to when resistances are connected in parallel. Starting from next tutorial, we will be discussing more detail about the resistances in series.